Are Varrock and Falador on the brink of war? No, come on, that can't be right. Fine, I'll buy a newspaper. There are so many holes in this article. It claims war is inevitable because Falador diplomats have made unflattering comments about the Queen of Varrock. But they would hardly be the only ones. I mean, the Queen is not exactly a beacon of charisma. The article also fails to mention that the two states have been cordial and cooperative for decades. And also, Falador and Varrock are cities. War breaking out would be between their respective kingdoms, not between cities. I mean, come on. The entire point of this is to grab the potential reader's attention with a scaremongering headline designed to make uninformed people pay for their made-up news. Someone really needs to come up with a term for that. It sickens me that unscrupulous people get away with pretending to educate people, only to play them like an enchanted liar for profit. Something should be done about this.
How about, instead of complaining, you do something about it yourself?
Me?
Why not? You're already an investigator, you have the skill set. Trust this figment of your imagination, Moltea. You have everything you need to become the greatest journalist of your generation. No pressure.
That's true. I can investigate issues affecting the people of Gielinor and educate them. Yes, perhaps it's time to branch out. My incredible talents could be put directly in service of the common folks and public good. I can expose the many flaws of the system to the world and help bring about a new golden age of wisdom, accountability, and transparency on Gielinor. Thank you, voice in my head. It's all clear now. This is my destiny. So let's get cracking. Right. Before I come up with a news story, I should start by setting things right regarding the latest news. The first issue is going to be... Falador diplomat mildly insults the Queen of Varrock. World no closer to war than before. Read all about it. Excuse me, sir. Can I interest you in... Oh, okay. Sorry. What a rude bastard. Hello, ma'am. Would you like to learn more about the current geopolitical events? Oh, I have not thought of a name yet. How about honest takes and important events on Gielinor? Oh, I see how it is. Clearly you're not our target audience. You're the kind of sheep who would only be interested in a publication if it was titled Crazy Blown Out of Proportion Stuff from Around the World. No, it's not actually called Crazy Blown Out. It's called, Crazy Blown Out of Proportion Stuff from Around the World. It's just not printed on the cover yet. First issue, you see. Well, I guess I'm committed to that name now. Crazy Blown Out of Proportion Stuff from Around the World. Or Kaboops Fatwa for short. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? But I guess it'll do. Now, reporting on past news has its merit, but I'm a more ambitious journalist than that. I want to break the news, not comment on it. Time to find out what's really going on in the halls of power. Psst! Hey! Over here. The name is Moltea. Peerless investigator by day, journalist extraordinaire by night. And you are Reldo, librarian of the Varrock Palace, and therefore in a prime position to expose the skeletons in the closet of the king. Tell me, is there anything distasteful going on around here? I want to stress that your identity will be kept strictly confidential, so speak freely, my friend.
Unprecedented prosperity?
Oh, okay. Anything else? Some scandalous rumors, perhaps? Oh, that's great then. The citizens of Varrock are gonna be delighted to know that everything is fine. Second issue of Kaboob's Fatwa available now. You don't want to miss our headline story today. My friend, you are in luck, because this story is about how this is the best time in history to be alive in Varrock. It illustrates how everything is pretty much going swimmingly for the average citizen, and how despite undeniably still needing improvement, this modern society has never been so free of violence, suffering, and financial struggle. Look, positivity is great and all, but don't you have anything juicier? Turns out optimism puts people to sleep.
I think he needs a little push.
I'm surprised you don't have more to say about a king who called you useless. Wait, did nobody tell you? In a recent press conference, he said there were many useless employees around the castle. Especially that librarian guy, he said. Totally not making this up, bro. But anyway, sorry I got sidetracked. Back on topic. Are there any rumors about the king lately? Breaking news. Source inside Varrock Palace says King Rold considering attacks on beards modeled on the Yatisso model. Read all about it. My source is none other than the Palace Librarian. And so from now on, I will refer to you as an anonymous source. It's nothing personal. I'm simply adhering to strict journalistic guidelines for the protection of sources. I'm sure you understand this publication has high standards. So, about those rumors. Those rumors are kinda lame. I'm sure he won't mind if I add a few enhancing elements to the narrative. Does the king have a secret goblin child? Shocking allegations from anonymous source inside the palace. I am committed to the anonymity of the source. What if the queen herself was my source? Wouldn't that add credibility to the story? I'm not saying my source is the queen, but it could be. Allegedly, in my opinion, not a statement of fact. You just don't know. It's anonymous. Isn't that exciting? New shocking evidence proves the king caused the zombie infestation in the sewers. Dentists hate me because of this simple trick you'll find on page 7. Gertrude lost her cat again, but you won't believe what happened next. This and so much more in today's issue of Kaboob's Fatwa, the most reliable newspaper this side of the Salve River. The king himself? No doubt a thank you letter for taking on the burden of educating his people upon myself. Let's see. Dear Moltea, peace be upon you. I humbly ask that you cease the operations of Kaboob's Fatwa effective immediately. Failure to do so will be met with banishment from the city until this request is fulfilled. By Gothics. This is an affront to the people. The man is trying to silence me. People of Varrock, you must stand united against tyranny. Rise up, free folks of Gielinor! Alright, fine. Maybe it did just get a little bit out of hand. I did agree to stop production in the end.
Just a little bit. Your readers looted Varrock Square.
I got slightly distracted from the original goal of educating the masses and got caught up in giving them what they wanted rather than what they needed.
Getting people to pay you through fraudulent means is called scamming the masses, no matter how you spin it.
Well, I guess the takeaway from this little adventure is that we're all entitled to our opinions. But at least this whole thing was not for naught when it comes to helping people.
Are you suggesting you helped someone in any way?
No, of course not. Don't be so foolish. But I think I have figured out a way to do so. In the last 4 decades, Varrock's GDP has increased by over 200%. Think about that. 200%. Over barely 2 generations. Every single neighborhood has a higher living standard than just 20 years ago. That's right. Have you seen what Southeast Varrock looks like? Imagine it being even worse than now. Truly, the future is looking bright. Hi, it's me, Moltea. Investigators like me serve a crucial function in society. But our contribution to the world is sadly often undervalued on Gielinor. Fortunately, you can do your part by liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Let's keep fighting for justice in Gielinor. Thank you for watching and see you next time, you absolute legend.